You know, nowadays you can struggle with the network until the network networks you. So it is really a very big struggle. So um, that's why even yesterday I failed to join the Zoom. By the time the network accepted to network me, ah, my friend, it was already close to 40 minutes past the starting time. But let's get into our class for today. So I'm not refusing to come on time. Usually they are what we call factors you can control and factors you cannot control. You can press the button, start for full hour. The button is not Aish, my brother, not a joke. You press start for full hour until you give up and say, okay, it will open when it wants to open. But uh, okay, so you are most welcome to today's call. We are going to take the most possible time. The most possible time to make sure that you are able to learn. I'm just giving in a few minutes uh, so that those that have come in late, like me, can be able to take advantage. But I'm going to use the possible shortest time to make sure that I share with you what I have. Today, we're going to look at one of the most important indicators I've ever met in my life. It is one of the indicators that when I'm trading, I cannot survive without using. It is basically, I could say, my favorite indicator. When I'm trading, it must appear friends on my chart. Okay, it is not my favorite, it is just one of my favorites. Okay. Yeah, it's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorite indicators. And I want to welcome you today. I thank God that I've given us yet another day, me and you, to be friends once again and to be here. I'll just request you to make sure you switch off your video. Maybe I could carry out a survey. Is it that you see well when your video is on? Because some of you join. I don't know. Is it that when someone's video is on, they see very well? I don't know. Let me find out from you, friends, because I want to disable. I want to disable. Is it that when your video is on, you see well? Okay, someone says that sometimes it prevents dozing. Okay. Mhm. Not really very well because it creates some obstacle. Okay. Now, okay. No. Okay. Okay. So what I would advise personally, what you do with your videos is, okay, now I have hidden the panel. You can switch them on, but let me tell you a story why I discourage videos. One day I was doing a morning training like this one, and someone joined this video when they're in bed with their wife. So when I went to the YouTube, I usually got notifications from YouTube that this is the most watched video. So I wanted to find out what makes this video unique. from the rest of the videos that appear onto the YouTube. When I watched the video, I discovered that someone was busy while the video was going on. So that's why I discourage videos. So I'm telling you a fact. You inquire. People have been here for some time. It is true. Okay. So the indicator, when we are talking about indicators, friends, when we are talking about indicators, we have indicators that are lagging. What is a lagging indicator? A lagging indicator is an indicator that does not give information or data that is happening now. Then we have real-time indicators. Real-time indicators. Real-time indicators are indicators that are giving what is happening now. So what we are looking at yesterday, we looked at the moving averages. They are lagging indicators. They just give an average. Even the one we want to look at now is a lagging indicator. And the indicator that we are going to look up today, friends, is one none other than the indicator called eh, eh, you see? You read it. Read in the chat, friends. Me, I will not read for you. I am not reading that one. You read it for you. You see? Please switch off your video. Someone will cut off that small thing and tell you, I have done my part. Okay. Before I dive into this indicator, let me first talk about how to have a small picture, just a little bit, before I go to the indicator, and a big picture. How to have a small picture and a big picture. Now, the first question I want to answer today, what is the importance of a time frame? What is the importance? What is the importance of time frame? I know most of you, if you are new to trading or you have been trading for some time, you will see that why would we look at a trade in 1 minute? In 1 minute, why would we look at a trade in 5 minutes? Why would we look at a trade in 1 day? Why would we look at a trade in 1 month? Why would we look at a trade in a weekly basis? Why would we look at a trade? Okay. And it is just to understand that this is called time frame. Now, time frame, friends, is as simple as having a big picture or a small picture. When we talk about time frame, it's just to tell the story. You want to tell the story of a coin, okay? You want to tell the story of a coin. How is this story, when you look at this story, how is this story? You know, how is this story? You know, the story of this coin appearing in 1 hour. How is this story appearing in 1 day? How is this story appearing in 15 minutes? How is this story appearing in 30 minutes? How is this story appearing in 4 hours? How is this story appearing in 2 hours? How is this story appearing in 3 hours? How is this story appearing in 4 hours? Now, you find that The time frame you choose depends on which type of trader you are. If someone is an investor, they will always focus on a bigger picture, on a large story, which is what we call a large time frame. Someone wants to invest. They don't care about the small moves of the market in one day, in 4 hours, in 15 minutes, in 1 minute. They don't care. They want to look at a bigger picture. They want to focus on one day. They want to focus on 1 week. They are focusing on large time frame. They want to look at the story. They want to look at a story of this particular trade or coin in a larger time frame. But if someone is a swing trader, if someone is a swing trader, if someone is a swing trader, they are interested in a smaller time frame. Someone who takes a trade, he looks at 1 day, he looks at 4 hours, and he stays in this trade for some time. It's someone who takes a position or a trade for a few days or a few weeks. This one is a swing trader. Then we have what we call a day trader. They believe that there are these day traders, people who are day traders, someone who says I'm a day trader. They believe that there are many ups and downs throughout the day. They know that this coin comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up. Now I'm clearing off. They understand that if the coin is on an uptrend, it starts from there, goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up. So, when you want to prove a coin on an uptrend, when you draw a trend line below the candles, you can see those movements. So they understand that if I enter from here and get out from here, I enter from here, maybe I get out from here, I enter from here, I get out from here. So they understand that the market forms ups and downs throughout the day. And they understand that the time frame tells the same story, but one is a summary. For example, if you look at the market in the 2 hours, it is just a summary of what happened to this coin in 1 hour. I don't know if I'm making sense. It is just a summary of what happened to this coin in 30 minutes. It is just a summary of what happened to this coin in 15 minutes. It's just a summary of the story of what happened to this coin in 5 minutes. It is just a summary of what happened to this coin in 3 minutes. It's just a summary of what happened to this coin in 1 minute. So you see that if I look at a trade in 1 minute, I will understand that how many candles are in 3 minutes. So there's so many candles that appear in 3 minutes. It is a summary in 5 minutes. There's so many candles that appear in 5 minutes. It is a summary in 15 minutes. There's so many candles that appear in 30 minutes. You see, in 30 minutes, you will have 2 candles. That is 1 candle in 1 hour. Am I making sense? You will have 2 candles of 30 minutes. That is 1 candle in 1 hour. In 2 hours, these are 2 candles of 2 hours that are appearing as 1 candle in 2 hours. If we talk about 4 hours, these are 2 candles of 2 hours that appear as 1 candle in 4 hours. Are we understanding? Let me come in again. If someone is a day trader, they believe that there are many ups and downs throughout the day. And all time frame tell the same story. You know, all time frame, if it is one day, if it is 4 hours, if it is 1 hour, if it is 30 minutes, if it is 15 minutes, if it is 5 minutes, if it is 3 minutes, if it is 1 minute, they tell the same story. The difference is one is a summary. For example, when I talk about a 2-hour time frame, it summarizes the smaller time frames. It is the story. The 2-hour time frame summarizes. It summarizes the smaller time frame. For example, look here, friends. Let's go basic. I hope I will not. If let's start with 4 hours. If I go to the 4-hour time frame, how many candles of 4-hour time frame will be in one day? How many? You see, there will be 6 candles, each of 4 hours in a full day. But did you know that these 6 candles, it is 1 candle in the daytime frame? Give me one in the chat if you understand it. Give me one in the chat, or a yes if you understand it. 6 candles of 4 hours make up 1 day. But did you know that it is 1 candle of 1 day if you go to 1 day time frame? Now, what is happening is that the 1 day is a summary of the story of this chart that is in details in 4 hours. The 6 candles of 4 hours, they are 8. You know, these 6 candles of 4 hours, these 6 candles that are in the 4-hour time frame that make up 1 day, they are 8 candles, friends. 8 candles of 3 hours in 1 day. There are 12 candles in 2 hours in 1 day. There are 24 candles in 1 hour in 1 day. There are 48 candles in 30 minutes in 1 day. There are 96 candles of 15 minutes in 1 day. Am I making sense? Now, when I say, someone is saying I'm not understanding. What are you not understanding? What is confusing you? Could you come clear? You is still typing for me lagging indicators. Are you normal? Am I teaching lagging indicators now? It's me who taught the topic. Now you are still taking me to the back. Do you have a mental issue? This man. Am I talking about lagging indicators now? Some people is like they have they call it what? They have demons of understanding. Am I talking about lagging indicators now? I'm asking, are you understanding this? You see me, you see there were students. You see me, I did not get the first thing. Are you understanding this one? No, the first thing. Are you okay? It's me who brought the topic. And I told you, let me first clear something, then I come back. You are still pushing me back. You have typed it like a million times. I know. Someone who said you are not understanding, can you be clear to what is confusing you here? Because if this confuses you, then you will not understand my next topic, surely. So I just want to make sure that you understand this before I go to the next topic. Mm. I have already moved on. Me, I don't insist on anything. Kasim, what is confusing you? I see your hand is up. Bari, what is confusing you? You don't need to switch on your video. You just need to say what is confusing you. Because I'm trying to make it simple. Because if you get lost here, then where I'm going, you'll get confused. Can I hear you, sir? You had switched on your microphone. What happened? Switch on and just say what you want, what is confusing you, to help me understand. Kasim, what's the problem? Should I move on? Hmm? So, I don't see him unmuting. I don't know what's the problem. But now, when I say 6 candles, let me repeat for you maybe. Let me take it this way. We have 24 hours in a day. This is for you, Kasim. We have 24 hours in a day. It means that if we go and look at the chart in 1 hour, we shall have 24 candles. Kasim, is that clear? Kasim, is that clear? When I continue, you will not understand. Where I'm going, I will confuse you. Because me, I will not be going back to this. Is that clear? Now, this is in 1 hour. The candles have been 24. It means that if we go and look at the chart, not in 1 hour now, but in 2 hours, it means that each candle, there will now be 2 candles that will form one in 2 hours, because you are looking at 2 hours. So there will be 12 candles. Because each candle is now taking 2 hours. Is that clear, Kasim? Whenever you finish, you tell me yes. Now I'm lowering it. Now, Kasim, when we go and look at the chart in the 4-hour time frame, there are still 24 hours in the day, but now each candle here is representing 4 hours. Each candle is representing 4 hours. You see, there will be 6 candles in the 4-hour time frame that make up one day. And in the 3 hours, which I skipped here, there will be 8. So 8 candles, each for 3 hours, 3 hours, 6 candles, each for 4 hours, 4 hours. But when we go to one day, Kasim, one day like this, there will be 1 candle. Does it make sense for you, Kasim? Type for me, it does. There will be one candle. Yet when you go in the 4 hours, there will be 6. Yet when you go to the 8 hour, the 3 hours time frame, it will be 8. Yet when you go to the 2 hours time frame, there will be 12. Yet when you go to the 1 hour time frame, there will be 24. Kasim, does it add up? Ah, good. Now, friends, what I'm trying to say is the 1 day time frame is a summary of what happened in the 4 hours. The 4 hour time frame is a summary of what happened in the 3 hours. The 3 hour time frame is a summary of what happened in the 2 hours. The 2 hours is a summary of what happened in the 1 hour. The 1 hour is a summary of the 48 candles that make up 1 day that appear in the 30 minutes. The 48 candles that appear in 30 minutes is a summary of the 96 candles. Am I making sense? That appear in 15 minutes. Am I making sense? Now, look here, friends. Have you thought about that? There are 12 candles, each of 5 minutes in 1 hour. Have you thought about it? That they are over close to 288 candles, each of 5 minutes, that appear in 1 day. Now, these candles can either be on an uptrend or they can be on a downward, on a downtrend. So that's why this guy who says, I'm a scalper, I'm a day trader, they say, I understand that in 1 day it will be 1 candle. But I also understand that in 4 hours, these candles will be 6. They can be either on an uptrend or a downtrend. They also understand that these candles will be 12 in 2 hours. They also understand that these candles will be 96 in 15 minutes. They also understand that these candles will be 288 candles in 5 minutes. And what do? They go to a lower time frame and find an entry and an exit in the market. So, my brother, my friend, my sister listening to me today, the time frame you decide to look into the market is just a decision of which type of a trader you want to be. Do you want to be a swing trader? And you want to look at the market, let me say in the 4 hour time frame, the 2 hour time frame, in the 1 day. Because when you do this like we do as some of our signals that are not current price, you may find we send a signal, and the signal maybe takes 3 days, or the signal takes 2 days, or maybe the signal takes 1 day. We are doing swing trading. Hello? But when you decide to be a day trader, you'll find that you will focus at looking at your market in 2 hours, in 1 hour, in 30 minutes, in 15 minutes. When you decide to be a scalper in the market, these ones are very crazy. They look at the market in 1 minute, in 3 minutes, in 5 minutes. It is you to decide which type of a trader you want to be, but just understand that It is just the story of the coin. Hello? Can we now continue? Can we now continue? Can we now continue? Okay. Now, having understood that, when you look at the market in a lower time frame, it is okay, like looking at the market in a bigger time. Now, friends, I want to put my focus on indicators again, having cleared that space, because now I know you understand. My lesson for today in the coming 10 minutes is looking at the MACD and the histogram. The MACD and the histogram, on how to use the MACD with each histogram to be able to trade. Friends, it is important to understand that there are just two types of indicators. Indicators that do not give real-time data, real time. What is happening in the market in real time? And we have what we call lagging indicators, indicators that do not give what is happening now. These give what is happening now, but these do not give what is happening now. One of the most common indicators that is a must-have whenever I trade is an indicator that gives information of what is happening now. Am I making sense? Like the stochastic RSI, the RSI, the relative strength index, it gives you what is happening now. But the MACD is a lagging indicator that looks at past data and provides the average of what is happening. Now, the indicator that we are trying to look at now is not a real-time indicator. It's not an indicator that gives you information of what is happening now. And this indicator is called the MACD. The MACD is just a simple formula of the moving average, convergence, divergence indicator. People usually tell me I write very bad. Even me, I know that I write very bad. Yes, I know. Yeah. You see, even me, I know that I write very bad. So, you know, when someone tells you you are handsome, and you know you are handsome, even if he speaks a million words, yeah, I'm handsome. You know, when I was still very broke, and someone could call me that you don't have money, I used to quarrel. I tell him I'm a millionaire. Never tell me I'm broke. I'm not broke. The money is still in my mind, but it has not yet materialized. The money is in my head. It has not just materialized, but the money is in my head. I'm not broke. The money has not just become real. I'm not broke. It is here in my head. I'm trying to see how I can remove it from theory to practical, but I'm not broke. Hey, the money, I'm trying to see how this money that is in my head. A handsome man has a bad handwriting. Okay, but have you understood that it is moving average, convergence, divergence indicator. That's the most important thing. Hey, you see, being handsome is not enough. You know, handsome is not in how you look. It is having something in the hand. These words. It is handsome, having something in the hand. Toto, handsome. She has something in the hand. Toto, handsome. If someone doesn't have something in the hand, he's not handsome. Okay. Now, friends, when you are trading, you should not focus on profit. When you are trading, you should focus. Listen to me very carefully. I'm going this one to write it very clear. To be able to protect and preserve your capital. When you are trading, do not focus on profit. You do not focus on the profit. You must have mental discipline. Am I making sense? To be able to protect and preserve your capital. That's why when I'm teaching how to set a signal, I talk about using AI. If someone becomes greedy and focuses on the profit, not switching on the AI, he finds that in a blink of one eye, the robot has bought all the capital and the market has not recovered and it gets stuck for good. So you should not focus on the profit. No, you focus on protecting and preserving your capital. Hello? That's why you use the AI, because it helps you on that in all the trading strategies that I'm not going to see. Now, let's go to the MACD. I'm just going to share it a little bit, then I go to theory, a practice. The MACD, if this is the MACD, you'll find that the MACD is made up with what we call histograms. No, first it's made up of two moving lines. They're like this. Let me change the color. They're usually like this. And one is a 12, another one is a 26. Now, 26 meaning it looks at the last 26 candles. And 12 means it looks at the last 12 candles, the average of the last 12 candles. This one looks at the average of the last 26. This one looks at the average of the last 12 candles. Now, the one that is 12 moves more because it takes little data of the previous candles. Give me it in the chat if you have understood that. The one that this line of 12, it's usually faster and it crosses because it looks at little data of just the last 12 candles. This one is usually behind because it looks at the data of the last 26 candles. Now, the MACD crossover, the crossover, this one, or this one, or this one, should not be used when it has crossed. It should be used when you anticipate it to close. Anticipate to close. You don't enter when it has closed. No. You use the MACD when you anticipate it to close. I'm going to teach you how you anticipate, because someone is about to ask how. I'm going to teach you how you anticipate. So the formula is simple, friends. The strategy is simple. You find that on this crossover here, there is usually a line. There is a line like this. There is a line. This line, it is called the zero line. This line, it is called the zero line on the indicator. Now, a lagging indicator is taking the average price and give you a soothing line that you see. It is taking the previous history to get the current. It's using the previous history of the candles to give you the current average. Now, this indicator has what we call histograms. It has what we call histograms. Now, this is the zero line. Now, anything that forms above the zero line is positive, and anything that forms below the zero line is negative, usually. When the crossover will appear when it's going more like this. You see, when this crossover happens like this, here on top, you'll find that the histograms, these histograms will be like this. I'm going to show you practically. Once you see the crossover on top here, this is where the anticipation comes in. Once you see the crossover like this of these two lines, it means that the histogram has touched the line and is now going to negative. It means this coin is going to go down. I don't know if I'm making sense. Once the crossover happens above here on top, when you see the histograms, you'll find that they have touched the zero line. They are now moving down. And once you see the crossover down here, it means the histogram has now touched the positive line and now it's moving up like this. Now I'm going to go practical in simple terms before I finish up this simple thing. How do you use the indicator? Then I go practical and then close my session. This is how you use the indicator. Understand the simple logics. One, when the crossover here, I also want to focus on the crossover like this. When the crossover happens in the positive side, this coin will shoot up. In short, it will pump. When a crossover of the market going down happens here, this coin will dump. Those are two. One, when the crossover happens here and the market is going to go up, the coin is going to shoot up. When the crossover also happens in the negative side here, and you see the crossovers are pointing down, just know, my friend, this coin is not only going to go in red, but it's going to overfloat with you. The histograms. Yes, we are going to go practical. Now, simple formula. There are basic two main formulas. You buy at the crossover in the negative side, and you sell at the crossover in the positive side. You buy here, you sell at the positive side, in simple. Now, the down ticking of the crossover on the histograms that we are going to see right now. Now I'm going to open the crossover. I'm just finishing this, then I get there. So if the crossover happens in the positive side, like here, you now need to use either support and resistance to stay in the trade. Friends, the formula is simple. Me, I will say, one, do not trade coins that have just launched. They will usually drop and you will shed tears. As I finish this to go to my histogram. A MACD is a lagging indicator. It takes a sample space of what has happened in the past to give you the current. We like to buy it when it crosses over and sell it when it crosses over too. We buy it when it crosses and we sell it when it crosses. The histogram helps you to gauge the staircase. We are going to be able to see the histogram. So once you see it here, just know the crossover has happened here and the market is going to continue going down. Let's go practical to save time. Because you see these theoretical things, you can theorete and theorete until the theory starts theoreting you directly. So I'll share my screen and we go to trading view straight away in just a few minutes. Just a few minutes and we stop. Now, why is trading view not trading coming? Okay. Why is trading view not coming to trade view us? Hey, people were joking with my strategy, the buy by poverty strategy. It is a fantastic one. I see people are celebrating. It is one of the strategies. The buy by poverty, it really makes sure that poverty does not become part of you. Me, I was asking the strategy yesterday, Mr. Strategy, why are you very annoyed with the people who don't want to use you? Then he was like, you see, when you want to get out of poverty, you must be annoyed. You get angry. Those people you see, they like poverty. They don't like me. Then I said, yeah, Mr. Bye Bye Poverty, what can I do to make sure that the people understand your power? He said, I will tell you a secret. So after this call, I will tell you the secret. Now, friends, this is a trade. The trade is called MANT. MANT is a very good coin. It has a good ecosystem. It is one of the cryptocurrencies that is coming from the DeFi world, decentralized finance. I have good news for my friends in Kampala. We are opening up a crypto club in Uganda, and we are going to be opening up our offices in Kampala, and very, very soon. We are going to be getting our delegates from Dubai and other delegates in different countries so that we launch up a crypto club in Uganda. It will be a privilege to see you guys come and learn about cryptocurrency in the crypto club. It is just opening up people's mindsets and knowledge about cryptocurrency. Okay, let's get into the indicator, friends. So we are going to tap on the candles here and be able to find the indicator. So we come on technical, and the indicator is called the MACD. So we shall write the moving average. So the moving average convergence divergence indicator. The moving average convergence divergence indicator. So we tap on it once, and then it comes below here. So this is the indicator, friends. I'm going to double tap on it, and it's the only one that's going to appear on our screen so that we can be able to discuss it into more details. Okay? So, friends, this is the indicator. Okay. Now let's tap on the indicator here on settings and we see. Now this is the indicator. We have what we call histograms. And the histograms, they are green. So if I want to change it, maybe I want to make them more greener. It is okay, but I just want to keep it normal green. And I can increase the thickness so that they become thicker for me to see. And this one, I also need normal green, just the thickness so that they all appear green. Now here you can change. Some people say me, I want line, so it will appear like that. Some people say me, I want a line with breaks. I hope you are seeing what's happening to my screen. Someone will say that I want step ups, and they'll be like steps. Someone will say that me, I want it to appear, but someone say me, I want columns, and there will be columns like that. Okay, me, I usually say I want to make sure that these are either you can go with columns or you can go with histograms. But to me, friends, the columns bring out the picture very easily. Now, how do we use these columns? Okay, when they appear in red, it means they are on the downside. The line is here. This is positive and this is negative. Now, I want you to see, friends, look here. Can we see these histograms? They form a hill, then they start declining. Can we see this? Give me a 2 in the chat when you see this. They decline, they decline, they decline. Now, look here, friends. Once it crosses the zero line, the crossover happens above here. Give me a yes in the chat if you can see that. Once it crosses the zero line, the crossover happens up here. Look the same here, friends. Form, move, 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 move. Once it forms, it enters the positive line, a crossover happens here. Now, if you don't know about this, you see? You see? Dun, 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 Then the crossover happens. Hello? Are we following? I'm about to finish. Now, friends, are we following? Now, let me remove this so that I return the candles to bring out the picture of what I'm teaching. Imagine. Let's draw the vertical line. This is the crossover. Why is it not picking up? Blue. Need to make the white. Why is it not drawing? What's up? I don't know. Let me just go specific. Drag it. What's up with these indicators? Just wait, friends. Let me find out. What's happening? This is white. Why are you not appearing on my screen now? Okay, I will not sleep here. I will, I don't know what's happening with my tools. Let me pick any. This is orange. I want white. Okay. I want a big thick line. This one is enough. Okay. Now I'm increasing. So what's up? Style. It's okay. Now what's up? Why are you not appearing? Okay, friends, I will sort myself later. I also don't know what is happening. Sometimes these things happen. None of my tools are working, but it's not the big deal. I will sort it later. Let me focus. Now, friends, just imagine I'm going to use my pen so that I don't waste time. So you saw the crossover here and you determined the trade. You entered from here and you looked at support and resistance. Maybe you stopped there. Maybe you took up to there. It's up to you. But the exit was here. The exit was here. You entered from here, and that was your take profit up to there. Someone may say, what if I waited? I don't know how the future of your trade would look like, because when we go back in the past, the market went just more down after that crossover. So how you use the MACD, you use it, you anticipate the crossover. And how do you anticipate the crossover? You look at the histograms here. Can we see them forming? Can we see, friends? You see they start reducing, 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 reducing. Then you know that this coin is about to cross over. Then you move out. You look at the red histograms. You look at these red histograms. You look at the red histograms. You see the market is going down. But when you see the red histograms, you see they are reducing in size. You see they are reducing in size. I don't know if you can see that. You see, they are reducing here in size. They reduced. They were bigger, big, smaller, smaller, smallest, smaller, smaller. Can you see these, friends? Then you anticipate, oh, they're going to happen a crossover. Then you plan to see, is there some support and resistance to give me entry and exit in the market? Are we following? Can you look here, friends? You were trading this coin, you see the histogram, bigger, big listy, big smaller, big thin, big little, little little, smaller smaller, smaller smaller, small lily, smaller rara, small lily, small. Then you say, hey, hey, things are about to change. Okay. My screen has disappeared. Okay, let me stop sharing and share again. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen now? This is what I mean. Look at these histograms. You see? Big, smaller, 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 smaller. Then you say, crossover is about to happen. Then you plan to make your entry. Using support and resistance. You were trading, you have been making profit. Profit. Even if it went down here, you were still in. Profit, profit. Now you start seeing things changing. Bigger, smallini, smallini, smaller, 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 smaller. Then you say, hey, why danger is coming? Let me run away. If you are trading a buy, if you are trading a buy, if you are trading an entry, I'll talk about features the coming days. You were here, you were enjoying, you started, you enjoyed. Now you come to see, hey, hey, hey. Then you just, my friend, you were about to sweat plasma. So these are called histograms. You must use the histogram with the MACD to anticipate your trading experience. Hello? Give me one in the chat if it's okay. I don't know why my tools refused to work. But if I pick a trade, even when tomorrow on Friday, I'll be teaching you how to use these tools. I haven't paid, but the way all my apparatus are complaining that I should pay them, I'm going to pay. They should not what. So you must be able to use support and what? And resistance. Let me go to the 4-hour time frame. That's one of my main time frames of trading. Although I'm not a guy who goes in for lower time frames, but I have people who go in with the lower time frames. Who is the posting signals here? Just a minute. Are we okay? Some questions. Where do we find the histogram? The histogram comes with the indicator. I don't know what's happening. Have I answered you? Have I answered you? The histogram comes with the indicator. It is not specific. Okay. You are good. Next question. Can I use Royal Q instead of Trading View to get my MACD? It's up to you. It is up to you to decide which indicator, whether you use it in your Royal Q or you use it in Trading View. It's up to you. Any other question? Any other question? This is a requested. How do you enter and exit a trade using histogram before and after the crossover? I don't know, my tools are not working, but let me stop share and share again. It's very simple. You must be adding up the previous knowledge plus the current knowledge to trade. I don't know why my screen is very dark. Like, even me, the one who using it, is not working. My trading view is not working at all. Not listening to my instructions. It has frozen. But let me see if it will accept. But it has frozen. I can't use it. But it is simple, friends. The crossover, you enter the crossover, you exit at the crossover in the negative, you exit at the crossover in the positive. You must also use support and resistance. My trading view is not working. I don't know what's happening with it. I need to close it and start it over again. I see someone's hand here. Yes, Ronald. It is a lagging indicator. It's not necessary to add more real-time indicators to get the right story. That's why I'll teach the RSI. Trading view mbanja. Chitufu trading view is demanding me some money. It wants me to pay. But it seems like it's network because also my phone is not working. Uh, I don't know how I can. Okay. Uh, uh, how do you enter? That's what I wanted to share, but let me see. But it seems like my tools are not working. So what can I do? Uh, by the time I join with another device, might be. I need to join either with another PC. Let me deceive it and I see if it will allow now. But maybe they are getting annoyed because they need their money. Let's wait and see if now it is fine. It seems these guys need their money. They are not joking. They want me to pay. Now where are these lines coming from? This looks like a Fibonacci. Uh, okay, this is 4 hours. You must be trading with support and resistance to be able to trade. For example, my friend, uh, I come on this trade and I'm using the MACD. One, I see the crossover down here. So I draw the line at the crossover. Two, I draw a horizontal line or a horizontal ray at the support, which is this already. Then I look back in the past and I look for the resistance, which is either here or here, any of the two. Then I make my entry. Then I make my measurement. Then I make my measurement from this close of this candle, the resistance up here, and I take a 10%. Is that hard? Muhammadi, 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 Muhammadi. Hey, is that hard? Let me find another trade. I find a crossover here. I draw a vertical line. Never use one indicator to trade. We shall discuss that. I look into my area of trading. I look for support and resistance. Okay, here, this was my support. There. Let me extend it. This was my support there. But the crossover happened here. Then I look above for the resistance. There are several, but there is a resistance here. Okay. Then at the close of the candle, I make my entry. At the close of the candle, I make my entry. I take my profit. Why is it not moving? At Muhammad, it's used disturbing trading. You are reminding them that they demand me. Why? Why doing this, my friend? And here it is a 0.42% take profit. There was no money here. There was no money. Huh? There was no money. That would be my wasted energy to make. Let me go for another point. Bonk! Bonko, you are this side. We miss you. Bonko, we miss you. I'm your friend. You brought floating loss to my life. Why are you just here? And you get some knowledge and come back. Support and resistance. Okay? Mm. So support and resistance. At the crossover, I draw a vertical line. Now, friends, let me also tell you. Let me also tell you that use the current crossover. Why should I use the current crossover, my friend? When I'm teaching, I use history. Hey, when I'm teaching, I use history because I cannot use current. If I want to use current, then it requires me to go through so many coins. Give me one in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. I cannot use current, friends. Uh, Mr. Dobole, Dombele, Mr. Dombele, my friend. I cannot use current. If I'm going to use current, I need to go through so many coins to find one that is at the right crossover, which is your personal responsibility. That is you, my friend. If I want to find that coin, then I'm going to take a lot of time here. I need to go through so many to find one. That's why I say people joke with finding a signal. You need to spend some good time. I need to spend here some good time looking for a coin that is giving a right crossover now. Hey, I saw when I'm teaching, I use history. I do not, I do not, I do not use current. Dobere wants a signal to trade. I've already seen him, but now that takes a lot of time now. Hey, you need to go through so many trades to find one. Like these ones, they are going down. They are still continuing on their downward trend. But when you spend time, you can find one. It takes a lot of time. Royal Q has added new coins. I've seen the zinc layer zero, the coming of layer zero on the market. I will discuss what layer zero is. I think I will do one of my videos on TikTok. Now here is the crossover on T-Fuel. But this crossover has happened on top. Now, friends, let me explain. Me, when I'm trading, personally, like now here, there are so many other different ways you can kill a rat. Now, like here, I see that the crossover is here. My daughter has woken up. Okay. I see the crossover is here, but the nearby resistance, let me come, friends. So, sorry for that. So, if this is the crossover here, yes, it might be a good trade, but now here, the nearby support is this one. The other support that I could see here is just above, which is this one. Now, my friend, yes, I see that I can still trade. I can apply, let me say, a parallel channel. You know, these things we have handled. I press it at this point, to that point. But to me, this is not the best coin I can trade. Then I extend it maybe to the highs. You see, even if I extend it here, even if I go wild to this, maybe, it does not give me a clear view of where this coin is going. So it's not the best. So I will retire that one. Let me go to this one. Now, when I'm teaching, it is hard for me to use current. You need to go through so many coins to find a good one. But this one was good if someone joined at the crossover here. That's why I use history. I may not be able to use current for you because it needs time. Now, if someone had found this trade here and drawn support and resistance. Now, let me talk about what time should you always come and look for trades, because that's where now you are missing out. Yeah, there are certain specific time zones that when you come on the market, you'll find trades. Cryptocurrencies work so much best. Now, the formula is simple. The day from 2:45 a.m. East Africa Standard Time, that is close to 9 a.m. in the morning, which is 3 a.m. in the morning, up to around now, the market will always do good. Why? Let me explain why. The new day starts at 3 a.m. A new candle starts at 3 a.m. East Africa Standard Time, depending on your time zone, East Africa Standard Time. A new candle. When the market is usually starting, it starts with good momentum. So you find this candle, this is 4 hours. This is 4 hours. This is 4 hours. This is 4 hours. Each candle here is for 4 hours. Am I making sense? So when you can visit the market from that time, when many people are sleeping, after around this time, you have already made some good money. Now someone is saying, I want my bed. Then enjoy your bed, leave the money. Usually the market is usually good. Now, the other reason why the market gets better, at least in the evening, is because the day has reached half day. By around 3 p.m. East Africa Standard Time, the day has reached a half day. And sometimes during that time to the evening, at around 7 p.m., the market is usually good. And the other time is when it is approaching to the close of the day. That's why from around 10 p.m. To around midday or 11, as it's approaching to close the day at 3 a.m., sometimes also the market is usually good. So those are the times someone could visit the market and find good opportunity. Now where I'm coming now, it may not work so well, but when I come here at around midday, 12, I might find good opportunities as the day is getting half day to 3 p.m. in the evening. Am I clear with you, Mr. Dombele? Am I clear with you? So now, me, I'm now using history. I may not find a good opportunity, but good opportunities could also be found at any time. Now, this is good, but to me, the resistance is very far. The resistance is very fine, might burn my fingers, so I need a better trade. Wow, this was nice. So these are missed opportunities that I cannot control, sir. So you want current, but it may take me time to find one. Focus on the information, you go and find the current one by yourself. I hope I have answered you. It may take me a lot of time to find one. You need to go through so many trades. This one was good here. Support, resistance. All right, friends, me, I've done my work. And okay, I usually love these coins that have over dipped if I find a good entry point. But this one now, someone told me, how do you anticipate the crossover? How many of you here can see? Let me take it to maybe 30 minutes. It has already crossed over 1 hour. The crossover here. Now, such trades, the crossover just happened. It has not gone back to support. So that's why I have also said that you should not use one indicator. So tomorrow, I will teach another indicator so that you have more than two that speak. You should at least have 3 indicators that speak the same language to decide which one to use to pick a good coin. At least you should have more than 2, not one indicator. One indicator may not be enough to give you what you need. Dembele, are you there? The crossover is here now for you. What are the dangers of trading without margin calls, floating loss? You will stay in a trade long. Those are the dangers. Floating loss. Dembele, the coin is here for you. Support. It's a very nice support. Resistance. I'll take this one. There was a lot of consolidation. Dembele, this is a trade here for you. AR. But it is very little, 2%. Another indicator to confirm this, but now TradingView demands me. Let me try the Fibonacci for my personal receipt. Dembele, the trade is here for you. You can take a 2% if you are looking for one with the MACD. Let me pick. Just they demand me, so I cannot enjoy very well. Yeah. All right. Dembele, this is good. I've even applied the Bollinger Bands. Take your 2%. Is this free agent Dombele from Tottenham? I don't know. You ask him. Guys, have a nice day. Thank you so much. AR is here for you in 1 hour time frame. Trade with margin calls because in the power time frame it shows some little retracement, but it is at a good area for ninja bands. Let me just get a confluence with another indicator. No, the indicators, me personally, I know so many, but we cannot use all of them. We can use just a few. I don't usually use all of these, me, by the way. Which one now? Pivot points. Trade with margin calls because without the support looks to be a little bit lower in the 4 hour time frame. But in the hour time frame, it's a simple movement. that can easily be achieved. All right, thank you. But I will be able to get it more clear with you with time. Yeah, but Muhammad. Hmm. Guys, have a nice day. Bye, everybody.